Fully pocket, like in fact. Time and time waits for no man and ain't got time to shake your hand. Get that style check. Fully pocket, like in fact.
Sex, and plenty of it. My name is D'Angelo Soriano.
And I'm Melissa Aquino. Americans are unstoppable and, well, excited. American marriages have remarkably been stable and very young nowadays. The average marriage age has dropped to about 21 as well. 3 out of 4 of these young couples expect to have several children. These American baby boomers have been allowed better education and job opportunities, encouraging high rates of marriage and fertility. I guess you can say the end of World War II has brought us a time of peace and prosperity, and lots of sex.
So, are you a child of one of these sexually active baby boomers? Well, if you are and you happen to be also a teenager, that's good for you because it means by the GI Bill that if you enlist in the Army, you can get a free college education from a place like UC Berkeley or a place like MIT. So, if you're a teenager, remember, enlist in the Army and you can secure yourself a college education afterwards.
Speaking of teenagers, a new popular music today has emerged from the Negro rhythm and blues. It's called rock and roll. Record sales have skyrocketed from 213 million to 603 million in the course of just 6 years. Unfortunately, with the rise of rock and roll comes along the rise of problem teens. Interracial couples are everywhere. It's preposterous. Rock and roll isn't just a rise of record sales, but also a rise of sex and drugs. One anonymous teen states, if Elvis Presley does it, then who gives a what the effects are? Sedatives are safe. What's with Americans and sex these days? Well, don't forget about protection, all of you rock and roll teens and groupies. Wrap it before you tap it.
Don't be a fool, cover your tool.
Oh no, don't be silly. Wrap your willy. Don't surprise her. Cover your geyser.
Cap it before you tap it.
Sex is cleaner when you wrap your wiener.
Don't be a prick, cover your...
Now to Kevin and Brianna.
Let's get right into the news.
I'm Brianna Reyes.
I'm Kevin Scott.
And on October 4th, 1957, the Soviet Union launched the first artificial Earth satellite. The 28-inch polished metal sphere has 4 external radio antennas to broadcast radio pulses, ushering in new political, military, and technological scientific developments. The satellite travels at about 18,000 miles per hour and has also brought new information about the density of the upper atmosphere. This surprise success precipitated the American Sputnik crisis and triggered the space race, a part of the larger Cold War. And in recent news, on October 16th to the 28th, the US and Soviet Union went into a standoff people are now calling the Cuban Missile Crisis. Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev decided to agree to Cuba's request to place nuclear missiles in Cuba to discourage future harassment of Cuba.
Following this news, many people feared the world was on brink of nuclear warfare. Kennedy also secretly agreed to remove U.S. missiles from Turkey.
And now to D'Angelo on women.
And now for an exclusive interview with the woman from Maryland. So, hello Joanne.
Hello.
How's your evening?
It's okay.
Only okay, not great? Is it something to do with that black eye?
Yeah. My husband, Gary, he gave it to me because I burned his sandwich.
Well, why would you burn his sandwich?
Because I tripped and I couldn't get up.
Have you heard of Life Alert? Well, let's talk about your life outside of the home. I hear you're a school teacher?
Yeah, I was recently hired with all the jobs that women could have.
So what subject do you teach?
I teach U.S. history.
So do you feel that with your job teaching history, do you feel that you have more or less rights than before?
I think slowly women are gaining rights.
That's really great. Are you a part of any clubs like the the Young Women's Christian Association or anything like that?
Oh yeah, we meet every Sunday. I love those girls.
So what's your favorite thing about being a school teacher in America?
I think it's important to educate the youth and teach them about past events so they don't repeat their mistakes.
Oh, well, you like kids, so do you have kids of your own?
Yeah, I have two. They're twins, Ricky and Bobby.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad that you had sons.
I like guys.
So, overall, how would you describe your experiences in America?
I think life is great. There's a lot more opportunities opening up for women, and all these immigrants are coming in. I just love immigrants.
As do I. Thank you for interviewing with us tonight.
No problem.
Have a nice night, Joanne.
I'm here in San Francisco looking for a homosexual in the club called The Flaming Anus. I think I found myself an interviewee. Let's take a look. Okay. I'm here with Stefan from San Francisco.
Hey.
Tell us, why are you gay?
Why am I gay? Well, ever since I was a young boy and when I played with the other young boys, I just had a thing for them ever since. You should try it sometime, huh?
Yeah. Do your parents know you're gay?
Well, I came out to my father about 3 years ago and he hung himself.
What's wrong with girls?
I don't know. Don't you like guys?
Yes.
Well, so do I.
We all know that male sexuality is illegal in almost every state. And you're setting a bad example for the new generation of kids. How does this make you feel?
Well, if the new generation of kids wants to be gay, then they can be gay, right? I don't see why they can't.
That's filling up a lot of jails and causing a lot of riots. You know, gay people can't make babies.
Well, just like that, you're not gonna make any babies either.
And that's all we have today.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Calick. So about elections. The election of 1948 was a presidential race between Thomas Dewey and Harry Truman. This was known as the greatest upset in American political history. Truman beat Republican Governor of New York, Dewey, by a substantial electoral college margin, 303 to 189, but by fewer than 3 million votes in the popular vote. Sucks for you, Dewey. And now time for my exclusive interview with an immigrant. Thank you for joining us today. So to start off, would you like to introduce yourself?
Something wrong.
Excuse me?
Something wrong.
Nothing's wrong.
No, my name is something wrong.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's very okay.
Okay. So, how do you feel about the Vietnam War?
I'm not even the Vietnamese, but
Oh.
it is okay.
Oh, okay, sorry. So would you like to talk about your background, how you got here in the United States?
I'm from the North China and I used to plant the rice for the people.
Oh, okay. So you're here in the United States. So how did you get here?
I came here on a very big ship with my family and a big storm it sank the boat, so my family got eaten by a shark.
Oh.
And then I had to swim all the way across the Pacific Ocean all by myself. And as you can see, I was the #1 swimmer in my country.
Nice, good job.
Thank you very much.
So you're here in the United States. How do you feel about the brutality or the disrespect that immigrants like you get?
Well, I do not really care because our people make all the cell phones and without us, you don't have the cell phone technology now.
You're right. So, being the second most hated country, how do you feel about the treatment you get and how do you manage living in these conditions?
Well, you see, the China is a very big country, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then China makes a lot of money, and then without our money, America don't have anything because we make all the goods and products for you people.
Thank you so much for that interview, Mr. Ting Wong.
Thank you, come again.